Seize every opportunity that is offered you because before you know it, you have already grown and feel that time is not beside you, especially during adolescence and before we get to puberty and adulthood. That is between 15 25. Seize every opportunity that's offered you. Whether you're born in a wealthy family or in a middle class family or in a poor family, one thing is common: opportunities is what everybody go after every day. Some may not come in a flamboyant way or in a clear package, but opportunity does expose themselves in a more simplified way. Some of us will be lucky enough to have opportunity show up a couple of times before we turn 30 or 35 years old. There's gonna be different show up in different stages. Different opportunities got will show up in different stages. To some, the problem is recognizing when opportunity is in front of them. Some people it's hard, especially kids when they're younger. All they care about is mostly they just want to play. But it is important that we start building people to recognize this fact that for anybody to actually move from stage one to the next stage, they need opportunity to be able to move. I have learned that the reason why most people are delayed is because of unseized opportunity. Sometimes you were offered opportunity to, like let's say a young girl could be offered an opportunity to go to school. Before you know it, she got pregnant. Or a young boy could be offered an opportunity to go to school. Before you know it, got into drugs and find himself in a bad position. So the problem is an unseized opportunity in a lot of time that has stopped people from actually moving from one point to the next. But they are people that are very good, young and old people, that are very good at recognizing where they are and the position they are in. Now, we are very good at admiring people that are doing very well in society, successful people, or in business, or in entertainment, or in different industry. We admire those people. But here is the truth about those people: nobody raised themselves up. Somebody offered them a chance. Somebody believed in them and said, yes, I can provide my stage for you so that you can do that thing that you love doing. That is an opportunity. Now, people could say that, wow, that person is lucky. Technically, luck and opportunity, they meet together. And you could be lucky, but if you are not in tune to season to understanding the time that you are in or understanding the opportunity that are in front of you, then you will waste it. I remember a friend of mine told me, and it was that who was always doing business and talked about the failure that they had in business over and over again, and he said, but yet I kept going because I saw an opportunity. If I stop, the thing that I want to accomplish in long term will not be. So it is important that we see opportunity in a long term perspective. When a young boy or a young girl is offered a chance to go to college through maybe a state scholarship or any form of scholarship or family scholarship or parents help, it is important that the long-term position in the mind is in the mind of these young people, because that is where most people lose the opportunity. Because if you feel that your success or whatever you want to accomplish is just centered in today, then you are lying, because there's nothing that has been created that was made overnight. Everything took process. So for growth to really happen, for anybody to see, it has to first burn into the ground and go up. So opportunities of that way. To seize it is number one. And number two, to run with that opportunity is the difficult part. Why most people cannot really succeed in it. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand that not everything that glitters are gold. We are familiar with that saying. However, it is important to take calculated risk based on where we are and where we're going. To understand that, is this an opportunity that I need to seize right now where I am to advance me to where I need to be? Or is this an opportunity that I really do not need it right now, or it's not really gonna lead me in the direction that I want? Is the friendship that I'm gonna keep right now really is a long-term important friendship that I need for where I'm going? So that calculative understanding of what we do allows us to see who we are with and know what we really want. So that we're not just encompassed with so much of offering on the table, and yet the result of what we want to accomplish, we cannot see long-term deals in what we want to accomplish. So it is important that we come to a point of recognizing what is it where we are, what is it that we need. Opportunities can come in the form of a job, because right where we are maybe is a job that we need. It could come in the form of education. It could come in the form of a training. It could come in the form of anything. But the objective for every opportunities that come is to move us from point A to point B. And when that movement stops in between, that for some reason we're unable to accomplish that movement. Let's say we are meant to establish something in 4 years, and we started something and yet we cannot accomplish that, we cannot finish it. Then what happened is that we fall short in terms of who we are, in terms of our personality. So we start feeling that maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I shouldn't have done that in the first place. Maybe I wasn't really sure if there was really the great opportunity I would have took. But now opportunity doesn't just come and is handed to you in a platter. It's something that you have to constantly work it out day in and day out. For it to ever become anything worthwhile, it has to be worked out. It has to be cultivated. It has to be something that changes you and transform you from the old you to something new. So it is important that we not only think that all we need is luck, because when we fail to realize that luck and opportunities, they work together. And nobody in this world is so lucky. To some people, the opportunities doesn't come to them. To some people, they have to knock for it. They have to go after that thing that they want so that they can turn whatever is in front of them, a lemon to a lemonade. To some people, that is how they find opportunity. To some people, opportunity will come knocking. And if you belong to any of those both, when you have that time within you and you are in that minute, make sure that you take advantage of it, because nothing is guaranteed tomorrow. Everything we have is today, and every opportunity that we have is today, and it's worth taking advantage of it and using it wisely.